Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to Education Times. So today we are going to discuss about commerce, other part of an accountancy. So in intermediate first year, last time we discussed about accountancy and basics of accountancy. The other part is all about commerce. What is commerce? Commerce is which includes business, industry, trade, aids to trade, many things. So let's go ahead with the 5 units that which you have in commerce, which is purely a theory part. So let us discuss about it. Let's discuss the induction of what is commerce. So in that we have the first is fundamentals of business. Whenever a man is commencing business, what are the fundamentals required for business are being included in this chapter. And in the same way, we also have forms of business organizations. We have various forms of the business organizations, so which includes all the forms of business organizations which deeply we can drive in this chapter. And next we also have formation of a company as per Companies Act 2013. So there would be a lot of regulations, rules and regulations whenever you want to start a company. So we need to deep into that, how the company would work out. In that we'll discuss about it. Next, source of business finance. Whenever you want to start a business, we require a finance. What are the sources to raise the finance? We'll discuss in this chapter. In the last final chapter is MSMEs and MNCs. What is MSMEs? MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises, and MNCs, multinational companies, which are being invited, and how the business would be done. About the globalization, liberalization, and all we'll discuss deliberately each and every one. So let's discuss about fundamentals of business. In fundamentals of business, the first activity would be an human activity. So a human being is always busy with some or the other activity. So in whatever activity he does, on that activity, there need to be a monetary benefit. For that, he keep on doing an activity, which is known as human activity. In the same way, we also have an economic activity. Economic activity is something related with economy, that which there would be an exchange of product, exchange of service, exchange of some other monetary benefit that which a person would receive. In the same way, we have a non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is something like a passion, as per the passion, as per patriotism, or whatever you take. It's a service that which he rents for the society. In the same way, professionalism. In the same way, employment. He creates an employment. A fundamental of a business is, first he should create a monetary benefit, then he need to create an employment opportunity to the public. In the same way, a professionalism, a corporate responsibility, which is very important. In fact, whenever you do a business, the business should be an help to the other person to get his desires fulfilled, get his want fulfilled, and it should create. And other person should feel that this business would help in a social growth of an economy. So this is what is known as fundamentals of business. Whenever you do a business, the business is an activity which a human activity. It's purely a human activity which makes a person busy. In the same way, we also have an economic activity which is coming in economically, and it's also a non-economic activity with social and responsible thing that which it's keep on going at. That is a basic rule, a fundamentals of a business. Next would be forms of business organization. How organized the business is. The different types of business organizations. The firstly, we speak about a sole tradership. A sole tradership, a single owner, a single person who manages the entire decision of a business, who runs the business, which is known as a sole proprietorship. Okay, in this, like we are shopkeeper or a person who is having its own business, he is the only whole and sole owner of his own firm. Business is known as a sole proprietorship. In the same way, we have an joint Hindu family business, where it's there only in a country like India, where we have a joint Hindu family business, where the family together, a son get married, continuously staying with their parents, where jointly, as per the generations, the businesses keep on happening, which is known as an undivided family or a joint Hindu family business. In this, the owner of the business, the head of the family, is known as an karta, who would be maintaining the entire business. Something like a goldsmith. You come on, the generations together, people won't change, go with the same goldsmith again and again. In such a way, we have a joint Hindu family system, which is an undivided family which keep on running the business. Similarly, we have a partnership firm. In a partnership firm, a person and other person, a minimum 2%, a maximum 50%, we can do a partnership business. So, in a partnership business, we need a partnership deed, which is an agreement which has been done by the partners. As per the partnership deed, which includes all the rules and regulations of the business, as per the PAN card which we get on the firm name of a partnership, as per that we continue doing the business. And this is other type of an organization. We have a sole tradership, joint Hindu family business, and a partnership business. In a partnership, we have an undivided share for the partners and a partnership deed, which has been mentioned very clearly. In that, once we go deep into that, we'll explain more about this, different types of companies, different types of business organizations and structures. So now the next is formation of a company as per Companies Act 2013. So what is a company? Company is an artificial body created by law. A person who signs in a memorandum of association or articles of association are the owners of the company. See, a proprietorship, as we discussed, partnership we discussed, joint Hindu family, as per generation it comes. Whenever you want to start a company, a joint stock company, it's not possible and individual, because huge funds required to start a company. So we create a company which is an artificial body created by law, has been registered, and we run. The person who is having a share in the company is the promoter of a company. He is the owner of a company. In that way, we keep on running this company. So company is an artificial body created by law. The person who signs in a company first is not a member of association, articles of association. There would be a directors of a company. So in this, we discuss more about the companies, the shares, the debentures, and a public limited company, private limited company. What are the differences between both? Very, very interesting chapters. Once we go deep into that, we can have a fair discussion on this particular chapter. As a source of business finance, whenever you want to start a business, we require funds. We borrow funds from outside, we start working. But once the company grows, still the demand, the requirement is huge, then we require more resources. How the funds are being sources of business finance? We have a lot of industrial finances that which would be funding the company, which would be supporting the company to generate more finance. In the same way, business is all about the activity, continuity of our transactions, right? In the same way, we require huge finance to continue the business. Suppose a person, I purchased a good from a particular person. I purchased a good and I need to sell the good to another person, right? So today the market is full of competition. A person who is giving more credit, for them only the business is happening. Suppose I sold goods to a other person. He is paying me money after 3 months. Till 3 months I can sit idle, right? Whenever I get funds, I need to purchase goods, I need to sell goods, again I need to purchase, I need to sell. It's a continuity of an activity. But what happens over here? I purchased goods, I sold goods, after 3 months I receive money. Till 3 months, how to continue the business? For this, I need to raise a fund, which is known as a bill discounting. Is that clear? We have a discounting. which is a bill can be, I can raise a bill for discounting, I can raise a fund for my temporary usage where I can continue my business. In that way, a bill can be endorsed, bill can be discounted, bill can be sent to bank for collection, or bill can be endorsed. Whomever I purchased, the same bill I can endorse to that person, which is a negotiable instrument. What is negotiable instrument? The cash, a promissory note, or a check, or a credit card, debit card, whatever you say, all this comes under promissory notes. In that way, it can just helpful for us. So, to continue the business, we require other sources like a banking, where an industrial bank, where a trade finance, which will get to continue the business for a long time. So that is what is more important. So, working capital. What is working capital? As per that, see, we every day we incur expenses when you run a business. So, the day-to-day expenses that which we incur is a working capital. So, we require a requirement for a working capital also. So, that is the reason we need some funds, we need some finances from outside where we can run a commercial paper, a promissory note, a bill discounting. These are the things that which we can generate some funds in order to run business and credit. Because today the market is very huge. A person who is giving credit, for them the business is happening. So without credit, the business won't happen for certain businesses. For that, there are the source of finances that which we need to create. Discounting a bill, endorsing a bill, accommodating a bill, or a commercial paper, or a working capital that which should flow, keep on flowing. We need to have a working capital. We need to have an CC, cash credit, or a OD, overdraft facility, which would be helping the firm, the business to run in a long way. So these are some of the credit instruments that which we can follow to continue the business in a long way. Next would be MSMEs and MNCs. What is MSME? Micro, small, medium enterprises, which the lots of industries that which we have, that license which has been registered under micro, small, medium enterprises. In the same way, we also have MNCs, multinational companies, which are coming in. So which we need to benefit all this sort of and different types of companies which are been coming in order to manufacture a small trading unit, manufacture a small trading goods which are an consumer goods, capital goods which are been manufactured, which are comes under MSME business. So MSME is a promotional activity that which is being done in order to protect our products and sales in a market. In the same way, we also have an MNCs about a globalization. In order, other company which as per the technology, other company goods are being imported and we start selling. They start opening their own MNCs over here and start sourcing goods or services from our country. So which is being done, globalization, liberalization, the units, the values of business and regulations, everything has been included in this. These are very, very important chapters that which we are coming up. In the same way, we also have an e-commerce, which online selling. We have an Amazon, we have an Flipkart, which e-commerce, which we do. Lot of today, even if person want to buy a groceries also, he is going to that site. So that is what everything is being, those steps. Other day, the want would be a need would be converted into desire would be converted into delight. So that is how it keep on going. So this, the introduction of commerce, which includes all these 5 chapters, the 5 units which we have been discussed, which we need to delve it deeply so that we understand what is business, the fundamentals of business, which we have been come across. Next would be a types of organizations, forms and types of organizations in a business. And third would be Formation of Companies Acts per 2013. So how to form a company, how to run a company, how to run a stock exchange, what is the shareholder, what is the debenture, what are the stock exchange, how the market would be registered, what is primary market, what is secondary market, all are included in this particular chapter. In the same way, we also discussed about source of business finance. So where are the various different sources, how to pull the finance to run our business in a successful way. And we also have an MSME loans. People speak telling about it, right? So MSME is, yes, small, which is a micro, small, medium enterprises, which people would make in India, which is a project which is running at present, which we need to encourage more for the creation, production of the business. In the same way, MNCs, which we have all ITs and ITers, which we all follow day by day, which we going to dig in and we go deep into it. If at all you have any doubts, any queries in these particular, you want me to specify more on this particular subject, you can call to our channel number, so that we'll get back to you on this and we'll explain you very clearly about whatever the requirements you have in this. Thank you so much. Good day. Bye.